Let's start by making a circle. Place a wheel, above head height, and place a gold block on it. After that, stretch it out one stud on either end. Use 0.2 scale to make the gold block 0.4 studs thick. Add metal blocks on either end and make them the same thickness as the gold beam. Place some pistons facing away from the metal blocks. Extend them and place an anchored block at the end. Place some pistons facing towards the metal blocks on the anchored blocks that you've just placed. Place unanchored metal blocks on those pistons. Use 0.2 scale to make them 0.4 studs thick, as seen here. Now go back to your wheel and push the metal blocks all the way down with 0.2 scale. Unanchor your metal blocks in the gold beam. Place a car seat behind the wheel. Use the wrench to set the keybinds on your pistons to something else. I used E and Q. Use the screwdriver and set the wheel speed to 1. Extend the pistons, push the metal blocks on your wheel against the metal blocks on the pistons. Push the metal blocks on the pistons all the way down with 0.2 scale. Retract the pistons and place new metal blocks on them. Make them the same thickness as before. Extend the pistons and do what you did earlier. Repeat this until you have a full circle. Yes, I know this is hard. If you didn't understand, go back and look at what I did again. When you've got yourself a circle, hold Shift and click on all of the metal bits and anchor them all. Turn match rotations on. Place a metal block that's tilted 10 degrees downwards. Use 0 scale to make it perfectly line up with the circle bit. Do what I do. Make it 5 studs long. Place another block and tilt it 10 degrees downwards. Use 0 scale to make it line up perfectly with your other segment. Follow exactly what I do next. Place a block and rotate it 2 degrees. Get it leveled with the segment. Place another block and rotate it 2 degrees the other way. Now use the scale tool to move the blocks you just placed inwards to meet the segment, as shown here. Use 0 scale and do what I do. Okay, now stretch the blocks out until they meet to form a triangle shape, as shown here. Now fill the triangle in, do what I do. When you're done, save.
Place a seat like so and use the cake glitch to control it. Bring it to the first stage and reload. Place a seat on the opposite side to sit on it like so.
Anchor this part, save and reload. Congrats, you now have a segment of the nose cone. Now dupe the cone segment again. Okay, now save. Do as I do. Save and dupe it again, like I do it. I will delete these blocks when I dupe so they don't overlap and glitch out the fuselage of the plane later on. Save and reload. Dupe it again like I do. The number of segments increases by a factor of 2 every time you dupe. Save it and dupe it again. We're almost done. Now load a previous save and obtain 2 segments, as shown here, and dupe them to finish the cone. Dupe these segments. Now you're done with the nose cone. You can either now use this to create your own custom plane or follow along with the tutorial. I use the cone to make a flying pencil.
Gonna catch me riding dirty.
Set your scale tool to 2 and make a 2x5 platform, as shown here. Now dupe the circle. Set move to 0.5 and place a seat on the edge like I do. Save and reload. Place masts under the circle and the cone. Use the screwdriver to select all, unanchor and re-anchor to anchor all of your blocks. Save and reload. Now make all the circle segments 7 blocks long, as shown here. Now make them 2 blocks longer. Make the circle you just duped 1 block longer than the main fuselage as shown here. Only extend the circle segments up to the center like I did. Now place a block tilted 15 degrees downwards on one of your circle segments. Make it the same width as the segments, use 0 scale to align it perfectly with your segment. Make the block 2 blocks long. Place a seat and dupe it like I do. Remember to save. Dupe this segment again.
Keep duping until you have a piece like mine.
We will now dupe the side bit. Make an aid platform to place your chair on like mine. When you've successfully duped it, you should end up with a symmetrical craft. If you haven't, then you should redupe it. Remember to save. Close off these serrations. I will make simpler wings for this plane. You can try to make custom wings if you want to. I advise you to build your wings on one side and duplicate it like I do, as it is much faster and simpler to do so. Now I will build the vertical and horizontal stabilizers. However, you should try to make your own custom stabilizers to make your plane unique. When you've done your horizontal stabilizers, dupe them so the plane remains symmetrical and to preserve time and effort. Let's move on to the canopy. I will start by making a front cone buffer. Copy what I do. The cone buffer is done, now save. Now, onto the actual canopy itself. Turn your match rotation off, place a glass block tilted 30 degrees upwards. Use 0.2 scale to do what I do. You don't have to be exact, good enough is good enough. Make the block 0.8 studs long. Now place a glass block tilted 45 degrees like me. Use 0.2 scale to line it up with your previous block and use 0 scale to line it up perfectly with the other block. Make the block 1 stud long. Place another unmanipulated block like so, and scale it to match the segment. Scale the glass block up to the start of your side circles. Place a metal block tilted 15 degrees downwards like so. Scale it to match with your canopy segment. Extend the block until it reaches the fuselage loss shown here. As always, feel free to come up with your own design. Now place a block on the unmanipulated glass segment and tilt it 15 degrees downwards like mine. Use 0 scale to line it up perfectly and make it 0.4 studs wide like me. Now dupe the segment a couple of times. Place your seat on the metal block to serve as a rest and save. Place a seat on the actual glass segment itself and dupe it. Keep duping until you've done one side. Now do as I do to dupe the half to the other side. Now you're done with the build, place a seat, a jet turbine and you're all set. Thanks for watching and going along with me in this tutorial. Now let's enjoy some recreational flying.
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right?